welcome everyone. Wanted to take this time to do a meditation for you as we're going through the period where we're all in forced isolation and self-isolation. During the coronavirus period, I wanted to bring you a meditation to help with flowing through the resistance that we might be feeling about being put into a situation that we are not used to or uncomfortable with, and our whole routines being thrown out of their normal pattern. And so this meditation is to go in line with the classes that I've been teaching this week, again, which is about acceptance, about coming into our flow, about navigating our way through these trying and some very difficult times for some people. And not only for the people who aren't working at the moment, but for the people who are having to work really, really hard to look after us with our health issues throughout this period. So if you would like to join this meditation, I'd like to ask you to take a moment to find a comfortable place to either sit or lie, and finding maybe a blanket to cover yourself with, or perhaps you have a jacket or something on to keep you warm enough throughout this meditation and this relaxation. Find a comfortable position. If you're lying on the floor, you could be lying in corpse pose with your arms and legs fully extended and just relaxed, with palms facing up, feet gently rolling out to the side. Or maybe you have got your legs up the wall and your spine on the floor, or your knees bent. So finding any position suitable for you. Just begin to notice the contact that your body has on the floor beneath it, the mat, the carpet rug, whatever you are lying or sitting on. And feel the connection through the back of the body, or if you're seated, through your seat bones. Visualize yourself anchored to the floor, anchored through the floor, as if you've got roots connecting you into the depth of the earth. And then begin to be aware of your breath and notice the breath as it comes in through the nostrils. And begin to release that breath, and then take another breath in. As you breathe in, feel the chest rising. Maybe the breath goes down as far as the abdomen, and then you let that abdomen fall and the chest fall as it moves with the diaphragm in and out. Let your shoulders relax on the floor and send them away from your ears so you have a nice long neck. Let your limbs be long. Let them relax. Just taking another breath or two nice and deeply. And then beginning to find your own rhythm with your breath. Each time you exhale, begin to let the body relax a little bit more. So just let each bone, muscle, cell completely relax. All your inner organs relax, your respiratory system, your vascular system, your lymphatic system, all the systems of the body, finding stillness, finding calm. The whole of your nervous system beginning to relax. And then I'd like to invite you on a journey, and if you choose not to follow this, you can stay with your breath and just feeling the rhythm, the flowing movement of the breath as the chest rises and falls. Otherwise, inviting you on a journey to travel with me as we become aware of this beautiful white mist, pure and fine. And this mist begins to just simply come down from the sky and just rest around the top of your body. So you feel this cool mist, the softness to it, but also it feels clean and light in energy. And you allow this mist to wrap itself around your body and begin to help the body feel lighter, the limbs to feel lighter, your energy to begin to feel lighter. And as this mist gathers around you, you start to feel yourself lifting away from the floor. You know you're still connected by a thread, keeping you anchored, but just allowing you to take this journey as the mist rises you higher and higher above the sky. Eventually your mist gathers with other mist and it begins to travel, forming clouds, white and pure. And the wind moves it, and you can hear the sound of the wind, and you can feel the coolness of the temperature around you on your skin. Notice the sounds of birds in the distance. And then as you get higher and higher, notice that the sounds get further and further away until you come into silence, pure and clear. Enjoy that sound of silence around you as you rise and drift with the softly blowing wind. You begin to notice how light and bright it is the higher up in the sky you go. And you begin to travel across oceans, beautiful bodies of water. And you're lifted, you're carried, you're safe. You watch the sunlight glisten on the water moving, sometimes soft, sometimes powerful force. Eventually you end up over the top of a mountain range. And then your cloud of mist gets denser as more of the clouds gather together, caught in the pressure of the wind rising up from the mountains. And that mist begins to form droplets of rain. And you become part of that rain. Just visualizing yourself being part of that rain as it drops down, one by one, more and more raindrops falling over this mountain, landing on the soft, mossy slopes, rivulets of water flowing down, becoming stronger, becoming broader, until they form into streams. And the streams make their way down the rocks. All the obstacles of boulders and rocks in the way, the water flows around it, navigates its way, finds its course. The waters get broader, faster flowing, more powerful, forming rivers, coming from the streams into rivers, gathering debris and bits and pieces on the way. And you're feeling part of this water, you're feeling part of this power, this force that you have within you to help you cope with anything that's thrown at you. And you also realize that you are part of this powerful body of water. You are part of something so much bigger than your normal daily routines and schedules and worries and anxieties. You realize the forces of nature are far more wonderful and powerful than anything you could possibly imagine in your normal daily life. And you travel from rivers, you become part of massive oceans, teeming with life and nutrients and power. You see volcanoes and lakes. You travel, you follow the marine life, you follow the bird life as they're on their migrations, the whales on their migratory journeys, the seals, the penguins, all these wonderful creatures that you see. You travel from warm tropical waters into freezing cold waters, still teeming with life, different forms of life. And you begin to realize how wonderful this planet is and how diverse it is on the land and below the water. How blessed we are and how grateful you begin to realize you are for everything that seems now so small and significant in your life. That you are part of such a majestic, wonderful, beautiful world. And you begin to appreciate how much more this planet needs to be looked after and how much more we all need to do our part. And as you begin to find your way back into a soft bay, a beautiful island, you watch the people on the beach in the distance, and you realize that we too are wonderful as a species when we bring out the positive elements of our nature, the love, the compassion, the kindness, the humour, and when we let go of the fear and the negative thought patterns. And when we can all learn to begin to live more equally with love and respect for each other and all beings, the world will be a happier place for all. And now I'd like you to find your way back to lying on the ground where you first noticed the soft mist coming down towards your skin. You are now back in your physical body again. Having been in your spiritual bodies on your journey, you now find your spiritual self back inside your physical self as you're lying back down on the ground again. You find yourself back in your room, in your space, in your home. And you begin to breathe with awareness once more, the breath coming in through the nose. You feel the breath rising in the chest once more, and you take a few good deep breaths in and out here. You feel movement now in the fingers and in the toes, beginning to wake that body up. That beautiful body that you should be so grateful for, especially having been on this journey. And just realizing that you appreciate things so much more. The loved ones around you, friends and family, and the life you have and the health you have. Being grateful for the abundance of it all in your life. And then beginning to take one more big breath in and release that breath with a sigh out through the mouth. And slowly and gently rolling onto one side, beginning to hear the sounds around you, sounds of your heart beating, sounds of your breath, becoming aware of the sounds outside the room and my voice. Just take a moment or two to stay here and reflect on your practice. When you're ready, begin to come up to a seated position. Or if you prefer, stay there lying on the floor, resting a little longer. If you stay in a seated position, just rise the arms up, take a breath in, reach up to the ceiling, and exhale, release the breath out through the mouth. And doing that a couple more times. And then bring in hands together into prayer position. Give the hands a good rub together. Build a little more heat in the hands, a bit more energy. And place that beautiful energy just over your eyelids softly, over your forehead softly. And gently on your next exhale, bring the fingers away from the face. And softly opening the eyes, maybe blinking until you find a focus again. And bringing hands into prayer, just saying thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Until we meet again. Namaste and Om Shanti, peace.